Oh, they put it up there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it some up. Okay, let's get on my head out. Well, I need to work out, but I'm eating now, so. Yes, Lord. Yeah, what's up, bro? Eating something, man. That's good. Most social media saviors are fake. Marks once we make knowledge more is when time and space rock the great matriarch. Whether it's day or dark, creation this spark. Ways the heart is I sunray my art made the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake. Marks once we make knowledge more is when run and base rock. Note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn. Take the risk, it's fast. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips of their cash. Sad can't watch videos without the subliminals. Predictive programming weirdo. Strong menstrual shows. The land's contaminated. Fruits and vegetables. Like minerals, the water and skies are fried. Liquid chemicals, technology. Got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these speech and whatnot. For my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within the Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop. Like carp fishing 100%. That like, water, I'm on the front line. Ex-Martian spot. I shine because of her. For she's the best sport, the great matriarch. Whether it's day or dark, this spark. Ways the heart is I sunray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge more is when time and space rock the great matriarch. Whether it's day or dark, creation this spark. Ways the heart is I sunray my art, her make the patriarch. I'm gonna go for 225 cold, and then see if I can rack 215 at least 2 or 3 times. Then pyramid down from like 1 something and just rep all the way down to like the 10s and the end of the bar. So I'm not gonna do test twice a week. I'm just gonna do that. See where my shoulders at. Warm up before hit a cuff. So I did shoulders the other day. I think that'll be more than enough rest. You've always had a father. Off of your flow. With your fire starter. But the trail I blaze, I will see if Kenny's alright, but she ain't called back. They said she ain't called back here, so hope that little nigga ain't. She's about 70, 80. I don't know. She up there, man. The mistakes I made, I pray that you learn from it. You must split an image, little darker, little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Latif, I'm still teaching you like Yang. My king, reaching you despite me, lock and chain. Black hills begin like lots of pain. I feel the religion of lightning and drops of rain from the sound cloud. You shine like me, the crown sprout. But unlike me, shine, you haven't turned down out a smoke screen. Which surrounds you, shrouds your sound. Light shall allow your genius to astound the crowd, my beloved. You scintillate fusion, you my beloved. You resent fate, foolish, you my beloved. Do ventilate, truthfully, you my beloved. Son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, showing your vision is. Resplendent my descending when filming your intuition extends the lenses felt when your cinematographic flashes of your scripted class get your inner magic, dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects, master surpasses the average glass, stretches the facet through the scope of life's Kodak classic. The question you have is mathematics, please ask it. Son, Earth's a classroom, so put your hand up.
Yo, man, what's up with this shit? Oh no, this is hers, man. How come she ain't rocking this shit, yo? Those that they came today, yo. It smell like perfume and shit. You already know what's up. Anthony exposed the rigs. Yeah, already, man. That's why I was looking. You know, I know Tyson. I was looking for some comments, but he ain't gonna say nothing because he get them. He back up there. You know, he done made well over what he made back then. 300 million ain't nothing but a drop in the water. Mike Tyson way up there now. We're way up there. Don't be fooled. Mike Tyson been making. And he's way. I don't know, like. Probably a quarter, 250 million. Tyson way up there. I mean, he started building a ranch and stopped it. I mean, it was no loss. I mean, not even to mention the Yip Man movies, the stage, the millions he made off the stage thing, Netflix, HBO. Look. And he threw that fight. Everybody from New York know he threw it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even. You couldn't even talk to him about it. You know what I'm saying? He's a smile smirk because, you know. But Jake Paul got what he deserved, man. And Anthony Joshua was like dumbing on America, but there's 3 motherfuckers in America. Anthony Johnson won't fight. Now, we all think Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. No, there was 3 cats that, what's his name over there? If he would have gotten the ring with him, they would have killed him. See, they don't talk, but this is all popcorn and peanuts, even in the pugilist game. You know what I'm saying? For the boxers who know, for the actual people who actually box. You know what I'm saying? Not the showrunners and all the pretty boys and the braids, you know, not the Chavezes and all that, you know what I mean? No, I'm talking about for the cats that be in the streets, transition, and between the ring and the streets, like I be telling cats all the time, like, you see me, I'll move myself, but if you get up on me and I hit you, you're not gonna forget it if you remember it. It ain't no game. A lot of people be like, because you know, a lot of people work out and special force training and all that other shit. Let one of us touch you. The whole thing is not to get touched. One of us touch you, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. And then he got his jaw broke. That was the last punch. He was just letting them know he did that intentionally. You know what I mean? Like, Jake knew when they dropped the Queensberry rule, I was like, oh, he about to whoop his ass. And that's, I guarantee you, Jake Paul didn't have to take a boop up the duker, and he didn't have to dress like a hoe, right? So what he had to do, he had to get mollywopped. That was his humiliation. And now he told me he's gonna come back in 20. Man, let me close this out, man. You know, we're gonna let the monkeys hijack do what they do best. You know, give them popcorn. Hey, Shy, what's up, beloved? Yeah, G, bro. Yeah, you already know, man. Appreciate that. What's up? Appreciate it. Yo, I had to watch it like about 4 times. I ain't gonna lie. I was up here eating where I get my Chinese from. They from New York. So I was like, yeah. And I was like, and he's like, oh, I know you. I was like, yeah, you were the Queens. I remember you. I was like, yeah, we over here, you know. I was like, don't give me no 3D printed meat. I got you. And there was a little Chinese lady there with a Yona. I'm so tired of these Chinese always got to get with a Yona. You know, and if you tell them the real history, you know, it's like these melanated people running around. Hi, my name is Tommy. How are you? Listen to them on the phone or radio, you swear for goodness. Like, I'm not racist, you know that. But be who you're supposed to be and stop imitating and emulating those who you're not. But our people are so messed up. Just like Mike Tyson. He got in that ring because he knew it was a payday. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson would have cleared the clock in the first 2 rounds. You know, everybody wanted to lean on age. They want people to be mentally dead, accept anything they say in the narrative. Mike Tyson would have cleaned his. I watched my great grandma knock an old young Zionist, one of them big in Newark, New Jersey, down over there on Broad Market. Well, he was on Broad, but not that far from Market. Slide his ass right up. I told y'all, man, when I was a kid, she slid his ass. She was up 50%. She slid his ass right up under the front of the bus, man. Please. He come talking that big burly chinchilla wearing, you know, probably just bought one of the buildings, Woolworth or something, whatever. She looked back at him and said, Jimmy, stand right over here by the telephone, you know, ass, a real Medea, but a woman. Slid his ass, taller than her too. And Mama Tita wasn't no little, man, slid. Just like Stagecoach Mary was known for knocking them motherfuckers out. See, our women today ain't the same. And our stories, my great uncle said, when a man fell, the woman would pick up and fight, if not as fiercer than the men. Where's that at today? All right? People think I'm playing when I say women, our women are the strength and we're the power. What does the power do? Other than exert something to protection, they protect the strength. What does the strength do? Make sure that we have the power required to do the functions that's required to keep it protected. You know, these people don't know nothing. They emulating us and they can't get it together, but they're trying to create that, you know? But yeah, man, I was watching that, and I was watching how Joshua set him up, right? Like round 5, 6. And you see how Paul was doing those little sneaky long hits, you know what I'm saying? That don't do nothing. That'll shock you, maybe. For people that ain't never been punched in the face, right? Got a plan, that'll make you see some birdies, like, cause y'all ain't, you ain't used to getting rocked, you know what I'm saying? But when them birdies is gone, you focus. It's not a second win now, but yeah, I saw him doing that. I'm like, you hitting this cat that been through the ringer? That ain't doing nothing but make him move forward. Like, man, I remember I was boxing this one Jamaican cat, right? Had a big forehead like Yakub. Man, I'm hitting him in the forehead, and I was like, what am I doing? I had to start chin checking, but he started going for the liver and the spleen, right? I was like, this son of a bitch. So I had to keep my arms down. I went peekaboo on his ass and started popping on him, you know what I'm saying? Right? Boom, 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 you know. People think it's a game until they get confronted with it. You know, that's why you got all these trigger pullers. Because some of us, we ain't go away. We gon' whoop, 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 whoop. It might seem slow at first, but trust me, when that come over, and that look, they can think what they want. You know what I'm saying? They say it's in the spirit. Bullshit. One and the same, the spirit and the soul are one. If your soul is everything contentious of having a young heart, don't matter the poison, toxins, the pains, the corruption, and everything else. You move on that. You speak it. You're the Leviathan of it. You see what I'm saying? So I saw that when that 56th round, when he was, and then that 7th, I said, oh, this is it. I just knew it. I was like, and when I saw him step to the side, when Jake Holm dropped, for the third time, right? He was down. He ain't want to get up. I heard that 6, 7. When I saw how he was, I said, oh, no. I think he said in the corner, that's it. I think that's what he said. Jake Paul could box, right? He should be amateur boxing. I'm dead ass serious. He should be amateur boxing. All this shit he did, amateur boxing, I gave him another 3-4 years, he could have been right up there. For real, because Jake, he kind of swole up, regardless of peps or whatever, right? But he do got the footwork. I ain't gonna lie, man. Jake, because the people, you see some of his trainers he had, he got the footwork. You know what I'm saying? He got a big old jaw, but everybody's jaw can get snapped. You know what I'm saying? And he been training with the bands and stuff, so he got the movement. You know what I'm saying? He got the movement. He got the good forward and back. But he don't have the heart. So he ain't been through the kiln. He ain't been through, you know what I'm saying? He ain't been smelted down. They try to form something out of a rock without a chisel and a hammer. You see what I'm saying? Without a mold. How you gonna do that? You can't do that. You gotta get in there and take them beat downs, man. You gotta get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get up in the ring and you ain't got your ass whooped? Whether in the street or, you know what I'm saying, in the gym. I remember when I was studying karate, man, they had us going against the brown belts. We ain't even got a white belt on. We running around like we in Japanese PJs, and they kicking and molly whooping our ass on bamboo, hurting my feet, jumping through bamboo hoops, all bruised up. Mama said, well, you wanted to learn karate? Boy, what's the old school shit? They were beating our ass, man. Bloody lip, bloody nose. They had to say, hey, well, we had to see what you could take. See a couple of little motherfucking Tweety birds, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck is kind of karate? But I felt like I needed it, you know? After damn near 6 years of getting my ass beat by my mama, that shit was like making pancakes in a motherfucking storm. That's all that was. It still got to be made, got to be poured, the fire got to be stoked. And that's what it was. And so you get in that ring with cats been doing for a few years, and you just did a couple of weeks and then learning how to time the speed bag, and you ain't even got that down yet. Learn to jump rope. You can't even last a motherfucking minute straight. Them niggas beep, shadow boxing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the hell? You get your ass kicked, and they make sure you know it. And it's not one time. I got my ass kicked about 50 times before I started actually learning how to fucking box. Shit. I'm talking about beat the fuck up. Yeah, in the ring. All the coaches, everybody watching. We got to take, he's going to get back up. I get back up because I want to kill the motherfucker. Oh, bitch, you hit me hard. Oh, shit, my tooth loose. Mouthpiece, make sure you bite down harder. They make sure you learn how to use that shit. And then you start throwing haymakers and they want to see what power you have. They got motherfucking minimal. Let's work on his power. Let's work on his foot execution. Let's get his hand speed up to par. Let's get the jabs moving. And they know exactly what the fuck to do with you after you got your ass handed to you a whole bunch of time. If you been boxing, you know I'm talking old school. That's how we used to whoop our ass. Mike at Pennsylvania, Muhammad Ali boxing camp, whoop your ass. So all this, well, I'm push-ups and obstacle courses and I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm flipping motherfuckers and I've been to combat don't mean shit. I mean something, don't get it twisted. But to those who like to get in there and get the gruff with it, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different flavor. You get where I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? And then strength training don't mean you're trying to get buffed and all built and all that bullshit. Strength training means literally that. That's why I kind of lift heavy every once in a while. It's for strength. This you see where I'm at, tendonitis, all that. But also you see me hitting the rice, right? It's better to eat rice that's been sitting and warmed up after 12 to 24 hours. That way you don't have all that arsenic and all that, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta make do. So I go with the spicy mustard, brah. I put spicy mustard in that joint and black pepper like I'm a stepper. Jake Paul got his ass handed to him. I ain't gonna lie, the first 2 rounds is, you know, the filling out and everything. That was used. That was expected. Even when Anthony Joshua watched all his tapes, he already had his plan down. He already knew he's a hard hitter. He was overconfident because Jake could have surprised him. Anybody can get caught, man. Anyone can get caught. You hear me? But, you know, Ant was up on his shit. Jake, he was, I think with the Queensberry rules being dropped, I think he was a little more contentious to being nervous, you know what I'm saying? I think that I'm gonna have to watch it a couple more times, though. I ain't gonna lie, you know. He was more careless. I mean, more careful, but being over careful made him a little more careless. What's up, Tom? What's happening, brother? Hey, Niece, thanks for the donation, mama. I appreciate you, mama. I don't know what's wrong with you brothers, but anyway, I'm gonna have to watch that fight. Yeah, I watched it about 3, maybe 5 times. I kind of skipped through this last 2 times looking for certain things, but I'm gonna have to watch it in its total again, just a couple more times. I want to see something. I might watch it more than that because I hate when they try to prop somebody up, but then the whole boxing community, you ain't really hear a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? People were like, after the last shit, they were like, Gervonta Davis, come on, man, what the fuck's going on with the kid? See, this is a big thing, man. I think Javante Davis would have fucked him up too. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Size don't mean shit. Boxing, the whole purpose of boxing, pugilism is, let's get the bigger guy. Let's deal with him. People trained up because they had to deal with certain other things. Hairy beasts, hairy men. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was it was exciting for me because anytime I watch boxing, you know what I'm saying, I get excited. You feel me? I honestly do not know who they are. It's like the actors, etc. I'm like, who that? No, man, come on, Jake Paul and the internet, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, to boxing career, to Anthony Joshua, who's actually a fucking England boxer, like what I'm saying. And Jake Paul talked a lot of shit. Now Jake, he lost a lot of endorsements and stuff. He ain't get the 25 to 75 million he could have made with all the energy drinks, Monster, and all that shit. So he got his $8 million purse. I mean, the guy's already rolling in the dough through this shit, and he took an ass whooping, but he showed he had heart. I don't want to big him up like that, but the truth is, he got in the ring with a motherfucking bruiser. You know what I'm saying? And he showed heart. I mean, he tagged him hey, come on, man. He was in there. You could train all day and be all beautiful, fast, seem like power and everything else in the gym, right? Do the gimmick training ads and all that, electric and all that. Get in the ring, it's a whole different thing when you're facing somebody who moves. Now, yeah, he sparred. He had the open hands. He got with the gloves, and he's slap boxing. And he's doing all kind of things, right? To attempt to get to the point where he could deal with this behemoth of a man. Anthony Joshua was too much because he was throwing targeted punches, man. That's why the Queensberry was dropped. He was hitting him, and he was making sure his ribs was gonna feel it. Come on. He wanted to put him in the ICU. You know what I'm saying? For those who know boxing, know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get a motherfucker off the street. Yo, I want to get in the ring. Get the young motherfucker. One that been training for the last 5 years. Put him on him. Yeah, that 17-year-old, the 16-year-old kid. Put that big motherfucker on him. Oh, I'm gonna fight a kid. Get in the ring. Man, some of these 16-year-olds about 7 feet tall, damn near 300 pounds. Some motherfucking different generation of motherfuckers right now. The few. And let me tell you something. They don't move like Andre the Giant, like something wrong with them. They move like you and me. And they learn, they know how to bring that punch and bruise something. They know how to hit, twist, and get that break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, we had it. We've had it happen, man. We come off the streets thinking they're badass. Get over there and get in the ring with Frank. All right? Hey, Frank. Well, no words said that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker in the corner. Motherfucker Frank come out. Bah! Homeboy laid in the corner looking like a motherfucking, what's the name off of motherfucking South Park, Family Guy, twisted up like he fought the chicken and shit. Nah, man. I think the last time I looked at sports was when Jordan, Pippen, and Shaq. Yeah, I know. I remember them days. I didn't even watch it then. I kind of fell off from then and shit. Maybe 2 musicians. Yeah, I hear you. It's just different now, you know what I'm saying? It's real different. But I enjoyed the fight. I mean, like I said, I'm going to hang up over here. I'm going to watch it one time here, and I'm going to go out. I got to head back over, I got to go by the library and shit. I got to see if this is... Instead of ordering this book, I want to see if they have this book, if they have it, and if I can purchase it. Because you can do that at some libraries if you know what you're doing. If they have it, that'd be good. I can get it. I don't have to go and download, take up more space and shit, and download the PDF, the PDF, and I don't have to order the fucking book. So I'm gonna do that real quick. This shit, it might be already closed. We ain't in the holiday hours, right? Yeah, it's 3:27. Yeah, it's still open. I'm going to the college library. And they got a lot of books in that motherfucker, goddamn. And you can use it to write dissertations and all that kind of shit. But yeah, y'all saw earlier, right? I said, let me see something. And I appreciate people come in, man, and and people who respect the channel and respect themselves and respect me, and I'm always gonna respect everyone. Um, I don't have to know you. We all know each other. We just not a collective as we should be, and some are so cut off. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good, man. And even in the things that is like popcorn and peanuts or whatever, Cracker Jacks, or, and hot dogs. Entertain them, feed them, make sure that they're fat and distracted. These things can be enjoyable. I like hockey. People have a hard time believing we invented hockey. Well, I don't care. Our lacrosse, but we did. Um, I enjoy those things that our ancestors made. You know what I'm saying? Just need to remember, absolutely, and it's not an easy task. Sometimes we can have 10 people saying similar things, and then have that 11th to 12th come and say something totally different, and it reminds people. Their memory clicks for some reason. And sometimes those two individuals will never reach the masses, but those 10 motherfuckers for some reason can grasp, the masses, as long as they're not willing to manipulate and use it to their, what I'm saying, to their beckoning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to really speak on it because I wanted to lighten the moment, and that was a good fight. I know it was seven. It was they went 6 out of 8, right? I think it was 6 out of 8. They went, so it was a 5th and 6th round there. They went 6 out of 8, and man, I was like that. I ain't say a shit. I was just, and I was looking for the fine details, the toe turn, and I was stopping and pausing, going back a little bit, 10 seconds, watching it again. I was, what I'm saying? I guess you could say the magnifying glass, like who's reading what, where to the eye, how was it looking, and it was phenomenal, man. My hat's off to Jake Paul. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I know I ain't with all that. Come on, they did it with our boy, right? About Miami, and he got in the UFC, and they said he had a heart condition. I think he started playing with some of them things you ain't supposed to, those little PEPs and stuff like that. Did he? I don't know. I wasn't there. I've heard rumors. I'm not big on the rumors. They lead to drama and emotions and feelings that drive wedges. But I wish he was still here too. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to, bequeath his name or anything like that. I don't want to smirk on him. His kids, he was a pretty awesome fighter, man. Shamrock, I think, fought him. Shamrock was older then, and he mopped Shamrock's ass up, So, there's a lot of fighters out there. And I know good and damn well that Jake Paul won't fight half of those cats, because they would just want to get in the ring just to murk him. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards be like, yo, Jake, the fight was good, da-da-da-da, the butter up shit. Fuck that. I never do that. You know what I'm saying? As a man, all I want to do is build, grow, have a woman or two for loyalty. Exactly, Don. That's what I'm talking about. A forged wife and a marriage. Yo, kids running around. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're all supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, most of us need to remember, and those are the things that are very important. But a little entertainment's not, because we're in that time period. A little entertainment ain't gonna hurt nobody. Don't let it enter and contain you. But I actually enjoyed that, being part of the pugilism stream, right? I enjoyed that. I ain't no great damn boxer and all, like my grandpa, Dynamite Charlie, right? But I could have went further with it. My martial arts was my stick, boxing definitely, but I didn't have the sponsorship. I didn't, I had people who saw, I was like, holy shit, put so and so to train. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be out there. I wanted to be doing some dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying? My grandma hated that. You got all these talents. You want to be out there with selling drugs and da. But that's what everybody else is doing. It's stupid, But you seeing things, you know things, and I don't want to see that shit now. That shit. I was a motherfucker. Grandma, you could be a hellfire preacher. Oh shit. I'm going back out to Scotland. I'm going back out to Salverville. I'm going back out to the park. I'm going back out to the block. You know what I'm saying? Around the same bums and becoming the same bum, the circle you keep. So Jake Paul, really, I think that with this, it's plausible that he can actually become an actual boxer or a better one. He's trained for years now. I mean, you can't denounce the fact that he is a boxer. I don't care how he got there. He's had absolutely some of the best individuals you can think of. Now he just needs to take all that and hone everything. Now with having that knockout, I think that's the second time he lost, right? Second or third. He can utilize that. And there are better trainers out there too, you know what I mean? I do building from now on. Hold on, so much. Yeah. I think Sifu Eddie Lang poked me. Sifu Eddie Lang. Oh man, what's up, bro? I got a lot of the Sifus. A lot of us know each other, man. Kung Fu masters. Anyway, I just want to come on over and just give my little spiel on that and see what other people have to say. You got to watch the fight. Just watch it once, man. And as men, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be sitting there going, wait a minute, back that shit up. Oh damn, he couldn't have saw that. Oh damn, that was speed. Whew. It's another thing if you're ringside. Then you really get to see and hear that shit. Sometimes get smacked, blood and sweat. Well, it depends on how the ringside is set up now these days. But yeah, you get some sweat on you, man. That sweat fly all the way off into the audience, man. When they hit you rock, that sweat go whee, little blood and shit. You like, oh shit. You see some rich people going, you can tell the ones that's weird. I'm not washing this shirt, you know. But yeah, I just want to come on and say that, guys. Again, I appreciate everybody. You already know. And I just wanted to lighten the moment. You know, I want to be all hardcore and all that, throwing shit all around. I appreciate everybody to come on. And I'm going to holler at you guys a little later, maybe, or tomorrow. All right? Because like I said, I got to head out and do what I got to do. Oh, I already went. I just got to go to Phoenix and hit the mailbox. Where I went to the bank to get my new card was in the opposite direction. So going that way would have been like another 45. I wasn't doing that. No, because it would have took me out in a different direction. It's going that way, but it's a whole different direction. It would have took me about 40 minutes. I wasn't up to it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I appreciate y'all. All right, share it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people saw things and got something to say. All right, I'll holler at you guys later, man.